Hello, I'm here with Stephanie Bendixsen. She's co-host of the ABC show Good Game. Steph, thanks for being on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Now, you've been at Good Game, what, for 2 years now?
Nearly 2 years,
Yep.
yeah.
Can you tell us how you got the gig?
I was auditioning for ABC3's Kids Channel presenter role. While I was filming my audition video, I went to Supernova and I ran into Barjo, and I'd actually been watching Good Game for a couple of years, so I approached him as a fan and asked to get like a picture with him, and was super awkward, and then I asked him to interview him on my audition video, and then I recorded the whole thing without sound, and I was too embarrassed to ask him to do it again, but turns out they were looking
awkward,
for someone.
no sound?
Yeah, it was a complete disaster, but it was one of those things that when you put yourself out there, then yeah, it was the right place, right time.
Now, when you started a Good Game, there was a little bit of controversy because Jeremy Ray was the previous host, and you know, people were sort of complaining at the time, and he kicked up a little bit of a stink. You must have seen him and met him since. Yeah. You know, it's not... you thought it was awkward with Barjo.
It's not that bad, actually. He's actually really lovely to me. I think he kind of realised that it wasn't really anything to do. It kind of happened separately of me.
It's not your fault.
Contrary to what people might think, we don't walk into a bar and it's not like tumbleweeds and pistols at high noon or anything. Like, we're never going to be like super best friends, I don't think. But you know, we've chatted quite a few times. We're cool.
It's not going to be all, you know, sort of Biggie and Tupac.
I've bought him a beer once or twice, I think. So.
That's good. I think maybe you owe him a couple more, but. Now, the games industry is kind of male dominated, and you are one of very few females who are working in the industry. How have you found it? Have you found that it's a little bit of a boys' club?
I mean, at times. I think growing up, a lot of my friends were guys anyway, so it doesn't really feel like anything's changed much. I would say the only thing, though, is that I maybe feel a little bit of pressure from other women in the industry to kind of take a feminist stance all the time, which is, you know, I'm happy to do sometimes when I feel passionately about something or the way women have been represented, but sometimes it's not always the card that I really want to play. Sometimes I just want to enjoy a game and not have to worry about how it might be offending women or something like that. And,
do you feel bad when you're enjoying a wildly sexist game? Because there's a lot out there, and there's a lot of female characters that...
I think it's about like, context. Like, I don't have any issue with women being portrayed as sexy. I mean, I know it happens a lot, but I mean, if you look at the way a lot of men are portrayed in games as well, like Kratos, for example, I mean, he's not exactly your, like, ordinary guy.
He's sexy to you?
Well, no, he's not. He's like a big over-exaggerated...
We're learning a lot about you today,
He's an over-exaggerated character, you know, he's an ideal, you know, and I think a lot of women, if you look at, you know, classic Lara Croft, she's an idealised form, and I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. It's when women are portrayed as constantly unintelligent or stupid or always the damsel that I get a bit frustrated.
Now, watching the show, I would get the impression that you're a cosplayer because you dressed up fairly regularly on the show. Is that the case? Are you a cosplayer?
Like any chance to dress up, I would say on the show particularly, we're raiding the ABC wardrobe quite a bit. But legit cosplay, I've only actually cosplayed once, and that was at Supernova, the time that I met Barjo, and I was dressed as Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica, which is my favourite show.
Yep.
And he didn't actually know that I was in cosplay. He hadn't really seen Battlestar at that point until I got him onto it. So I was interviewing him and I was like, what do you think of all the cosplayers around here? He's like, oh, it's a bit weird, not really for me. And I was like...
There is a lot of internet rumour that you're actually a character. I mean, no girl could actually be into all the things that you're into, and you could never be that geeky. Do you think that there's any truth in that rumour? Or
I think that would be really hard to like maintain a persona for that long, 24/7.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just find that really frustrating because why is that so hard to believe?
Well, I just made up that rumour just then, so don't be too frustrated.
No, but I mean, I have a lot of friends that I find are very sort of similar to me, like girlfriends, I mean, who are very similar to me and geeky and like the same things. So for me, it's not really that uncommon.
Yep.
I think people are just hanging out in the wrong circles.
Now, tell us about the back end of the year for you. I mean, there's some blockbuster games coming out in sort of November, December. Are you hanging out for Battlefield 3 or are you hanging out for Uncharted? What are the games for you for 2011?
Uncharted 3, Skyrim,
yep,
Arkham City, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Those are my big games for the end of the year.
Steph, thanks for being with us, and good luck with the show.
Thanks for having me.